Printing. Selecting your printer. You go down to File when you're in a Word document, scroll down to Print, and this is where you're going to see your print menu. The first thing you need to do is select your printer. Here we can see that the Administrative Office is my default printer and it's ready to go. There's a green check mark and it says ready. All the printers below I should not be sending to. This one will create a PDF. This will send to a fax. Selecting one of these bottom options, Microsoft XPS, OneNote, or Snagit, are going to send the document to a different program and open it in that program rather than print it. You want to make sure that you are choosing the printer that you normally receive your print jobs from. The first drop-down menu under Settings is going to give you the options of what pages you would like to print. You can choose all, current, and so on. Next, you can choose the formatting of your print job. One-sided, both sides, or do a manual print. Normally, we would choose to print one-sided or both. Just make sure that you're choosing the appropriate flip option, so whether to flip on the long edge or on the short edge, depending on what type of document you're printing. The next drop-down menu is the collated options. So collated or uncollated, depending if you're printing booklets or maybe you're just trying to organize your pages differently, you will have to choose the appropriate menu, and the numbers below will help you with that. This menu here is going to show you what size of paper you're going to be printing your document on. In our printer, Letter and Ledger will print automatically from the printer, but any of the other options are going to need you to manually load it before the print job will go through. The next menu is for the size of your margins. So although this option is available when you're in the document editing it, you can change it at the last minute here. Whenever you make a change, it will appear in the print preview to the right, so you can see how it's going to look when it prints. Finally, you can choose how many of the pages of your document will be printed on one individual page. If you choose 2 pages per sheet, that means that the first and second page will both print on the front of one page and will significantly reduce the size of the document being printed. So it's good in some ways and bad in others because it will shrink down the font size and make it more difficult to read. There are a number of things that you can do before you press print to ensure that your document is printing how you would like it to. First, check the print preview to make sure that the document looks how you expect it to. Next, print a test page. So before you choose to print 50 copies, choose just to print 1 and then go check it at the printer to make sure that all the settings are where you'd like them and it's printed off properly. Check the printer that you have selected is online. In order to check if a printer is online, you can go to the Windows Start button in the bottom left-hand corner and choose Devices and Printers from the pop-up menu. Next, under Printers and Faxes, a printer with a green check mark will appear, and that will show that it is your default printer. Whenever you print something, it will automatically send your document to this printer, unless you change it. If you've printed a document and it doesn't come out the printer as you expect, you should go back to your document, go into the print settings, and check to see that you have sent it to the correct printer. Another thing you can check is on the printer, check to see in the bottom right-hand corner if the job status button is flashing. If it is, you may need to press it to check what is going on with the print job, as it may give you further instructions on where you need to load paper or labels, or if there's a printer jam or something else happening with the printer. You also want to check if the power light is on. If not, check the power cord to ensure it hasn't come out of the plug. You should also check the print queue, which you can do by pressing that same job status button in the bottom right-hand corner. Checking the print queue can see if the previous print job is stuck or if there are a number of print jobs lined up before your own will print. Finally, check that the data cable is connected properly. So that could be an Ethernet, USB, or parallel cable. If you're not sure what each of those cables are, when you see a plug in the back of the printer, just push it into the socket that it is in to ensure that it's pushed in the whole way and hasn't come loose. There are a number of printer errors that you might encounter. The printer won't print, it's out of paper, the printed page is bad quality, the paper's jammed, or the print job has completely disappeared. All of these have simple fixes that you can try. If attempts that you make to resolve your printer problem does not work, that's when you need to call tech services for further help. Some troubleshooting on common printer problems are available in the document that contains your glossary as well as the information on viruses and was attached alongside the training video. The printer icon in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, it often appears and disappears very quickly, so it's often difficult to clear a print job by going into your printer icon. However, if you have multiple documents in the print queue, you can click on the print icon and the print window will appear. You can then right-click on the job that you would like to clear and press delete. On the machine itself, you can also cancel print jobs. Press the job status button in the lower right of the screen, select the print job that you'd like to cancel, which will include your username, usually your first and last name initials, and then press cancel or delete. If the document is already in the process of printing, it may still print out a couple of pages, but it will discontinue after those few pages are printed. If you are printing from the web, right-click the page that you would like to print and select the print option. This will open up a print menu for your web browser. Adjust the settings on the left so that they match what you would like your page to print as. Once you've made the selections that you'd like in your print menu, then you're going to select print at the top and print your document.